Today, we will be breaking down what compounding is and the difference between APR and APY. But first, welcome to Vince's Finances, where I break down the topics, terminology, and real world fundamentals of money, business, and investing in a way that is understandable and actually makes sense to everyone. Let's get started. Compounding is one of the most powerful ideas in all of finance, and at its core, it simply means you earn money on top of the money you already earned, not just on what you started with. Let's say you put $1,000 in a savings account that pays 12% a year. With annual compounding, the interest is calculated just once at the end of the year. So you take 12% of $1,000, which gives you $120, and now you have $1,120, simple enough. But with monthly compounding, that 12% annual rate gets divided by 12 months, giving you a monthly rate of 1%. So in January, you earn 1% of $1,000, which is $10, and now you have $1,110. Then in February, you earn 1% of $1,010, not the original $1,000, which gives you $10 tenths, and now you have $1,020.10. Then in March, you earn 1% of $1,020 tenths, which is $10.20, bringing you to $1,030.30. You can see how each month the amount you earn gets just a little bit bigger because your balance keeps growing, and the interest is always being calculated on that new higher number. By the time December rolls around, instead of having $1,120 like you would with annual compounding, you end up with about $1,126.83. That's an extra $6.83 just from the timing of how the interest was applied. And that difference gets much bigger the more money you have and the more years go by. Now, continuous compounding takes that idea to the extreme. Imagine instead of once a year or once a month, the interest is being calculated every second, every millisecond, constantly without stopping, like a snowball rolling down a hill that never slows down. In real life, continuous compounding is more of a math concept used in finance calculations, but some investments and financial products do get very close to it. The big takeaway here is that the more frequently your money compounds, the faster it grows. And over many years, even a small difference in compounding frequency can turn into thousands of extra dollars in your pocket, which is exactly why starting to save early is one of the smartest financial moves anyone can make. APR stands for annual percentage rate, and it's basically the true cost of borrowing money over a full year. Imagine you walk into a store and they say, "Buy this couch today, pay later." Sounds great, right? But APR is what tells you how much extra money you'll actually end up paying on top of what you borrowed. So if you borrow $1,000 and the APR is 20%, that means by the end of the year, you could owe around $200 more just in charges. And that's on top of paying back the original $1,000. It shows up on credit cards, car loans, mortgages, and pretty much any time someone lends you money. The lower the APR, the less it costs you to borrow. The higher the APR, the more you're paying just for the privilege of using someone else's money. So whenever you're signing up for a credit card or taking out a loan, always check the APR first. It's like checking the price tag before you buy something. Except this price tag tells you what borrowing is really going to cost you. APY stands for annual percentage yield, and if APR is about what borrowing costs you, APY is about what saving earns you. Think of it like this. You put $1,000 into a savings account at your bank, and the bank says, "Thanks for letting us hold your money. Here's a little something for you." That little something is your APY. So if your savings account has an APY of 5%, that means by the end of the year, your $1,000 grows $1,050. You made $50 just by letting your money sit there. Now, here's what makes APY a little special compared to other rates you might see. It takes into account something called compounding, which just means you start earning money on top of the money you already earned. So if you earned $10 in January, by February, you're earning interest on $1,010, not just your original $1,000. And that keeps snowballing over time. You'll usually see APY advertised by banks and credit unions when they want to show you how much your savings can grow. The higher the APY, the faster your money grows. So whenever you're shopping around for a savings account or a CD, look for the highest APY you can find. It's basically the bank competing to pay you more for choosing them.